Well, when you guys did that big...
Yeah, we did the Battle Royal, and I had, like, a little run in the Battle Royal. I got eliminated, but I had, a little tear that was going on. And then I popped a girl with my elbow, and the crowd was just like, oh, shit. And I was just like, I felt like, yeah, this is where I'm at. I'm cool. I got this shit. Oh, wow. And I feel like that way. I felt like that, too, at this last show in Vegas, the For the Culture show that we did for Fourth Rope. So I always have the most fun at the Fourth Rope shows. And like I said, I feel like that crowd is just super organic. They're not going there with expectations. They're going there to have a good time and see art, see culture, and see wrestling. So they're not really tripping on the other stuff the average fan would be worried about.
Even though it was so late. Like, I remember it was leaving there. It was like 6 a.m. And like when Josh and Zilla, I couldn't believe
I can't believe people stayed for that. And people stayed and people were still reacting and invested. Like, yeah, Masha, we were in the locker room and Masha was like, you know, this is not going to start till 2 a.m., right? I was like, what? And then literally I set my phone down before my music hit and I was like, bro, it's 2 a.m. She said, I fucking told
you. But they put on a great fight for that
wrestling
time.
At 2 a.m. Pacific time, which I didn't even do the math, but that was like 4 a.m. East Coast time.
Is that a thing in wrestling, like late night wrestling?
I think it's become like within the last couple of years, just because of where like some shows might be. Like I've wrestled in bars before. I'm trying to figure out how somebody can get a ring in a strip club because I think that would be fire.
That would be sick.
I've never seen that done. I have not seen that done before, but I want to see it done. But a lot of wrestling takes place in bars now or somewhere that has a bar, so usually you're not going to be, I mean, you can day drink, but it's going to be like late night club hours anyway when wrestling comes on. Usually average wrestling show starts at around 7 or 8, and depending on how many matches, it's going to go well until 9 p.m. So
yeah. Have you ever done Beyond out in Worcester, Mass?
I have not. I would love to.
That's my like home. I live in Worcester, so that's why I was wondering.
Okay.
Yeah. I've gone to a lot of their matches.
Yeah, their shows are cool. A girl I follow, Becca, she's been there a lot, and I really like her stuff.
All right, I want to ask about CBD. It's really funny that I saw that you were the CBD athlete because I like overdosed on CBD yesterday by accident. I got like a dropper from a company, and I thought it said like 2 milligrams per drop, but I thought it was like per vial. So I was like, I took like 2 huge vials of it. Like, and
oh my god!
Yeah, I was too relaxed.
Okay, yeah, yeah. I love CBD. I don't smoke weed. I don't do any other drugs either. I drink tequila and I do CBD.
Have you ever smoked weed?
Yeah, I did back in college, but it made me paranoid. I had to like. I don't have like an addictive personality, so like. I smoked cigarettes in college, black when I was in college, just because I thought I was cool, and I just like literally just like I can't afford this, and I stopped. So like I see people all the time, and it's like I can't stop smoking cigarettes, or I can't stop vaping. So like vape things are very popular now. I'm seeing like
they are, yeah.
They look like an AirPod case. Like I don't know, which I have a CBD vape too, but like people cannot like. Live without those, and I'm like, bro, like, put it down, like, it's okay, like, you know, so, like, I just stopped, because I mean, again, like, I don't have, like, an addictive personality, so I don't have to, like,
yeah, as, like, a real weed smoker, like, I didn't know if I believed in CBD, but I really do, that shit does work.
I tell people all the time, people like laugh at me because it's like, oh, it's not real weed, but it's like, it literally is weed. It just doesn't have the THC content in it that makes you feel high. Like, you still get all the same benefits as weed. just not the high feeling and weirdness that comes
Yeah.
with the THC. Like
Yeah.
they just suck the THC out and then give you the rest, which benefits me because the THC is what makes me like nervous and paranoid. So I don't smoke weed.
Do you feel like it helps you more with like your mind, like with anxiety, or like pain in your body from wrestling?
Both. Depends on how you use it. I have like creams, like a icy hot that has CBD in it that I use. I have a roll on that's like icy hot that I use it for body, and that like literally like definitely wipes out pain a lot. And then of course I smoke the flower, and then I have a vape just for like calmness and anxiety. So if
Oh,
you
so
catch
you're
me
like
like
rolling like
before or
joints
after a show, oh yeah,
of CBD.
yeah, yeah,
Crazy. Okay. And like you're
yeah,
just
yeah.
smoking them. Does it smell like weed when you burn it?
Yeah, it smells and looks like just like weed. Like when you get it, because you can buy it online. So like when you get it in the mail, it even comes with the paperwork, like showing like, hey, contents of this package may look like. I guess for like post office or like
For like
whoever
legal.
might accidentally open your mail or the police, whatever. And it's like, the contents of the package may look like illegal drugs, but it's not. And then it has like the breakdowns of the content in it, and then it'll show like how much they test it for THC, and it shows that it's under that 0.3% or whatever it's supposed to be under to be considered as CBD.
Do you have like a company you get yours from, or do you just?
I have a couple that I like. So one's called Try Plain Jane, and they have all types of crazy shit like moon rock, CBD moon rock, and flower, and pre-rolls, and a whole bunch of, and then creams and oils and all that stuff. And then there's another one that's just pretty much just straight flower, and it's called Green Unicorn Farms. And they're both really good. Different strains, different types. Like,
What does like a CBD moon rock, like when you're getting really high off CBD, like what are you feeling?
I just feel calm, like chill.
Like extra calm, like
Uh,
disassociative, like kava kinda?
what'd you say?
Have you ever had kava?
Mm-mm.
It's like a South American drink. You drink it out of a bula, and it kind of gives you the effects of CBD, but in high doses, I feel like it's like it makes you like disassociate a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't smoke a lot, like a ton. Like, I'll take like some flour and like a blunt wrap, and then put the moon rock in that and just smoke it. And it also depends on the strain, because there's like daytime strains and nighttime strains, depending on what you mix it with. But yeah, it just makes me feel chill. Like I can actually function and talk to people without like having anxiety or not wanting to talk.
Yeah. When you were in college, what did you think you were going to be doing?
Hey, what's funny is I wanted to work in the music business. All my friends work in music pretty much. I wanted to be an A&R for a record label for the longest. That's why the South by Southwest show was like super special to me, because I remember those like 2013, 2014, 2015 South by Southwest. And I was even telling somebody, because I went out with Key, who's a rapper from Atlanta.
Yeah, I know.
Anybody
Shout out
familiar
Key. I
with
know Key.
Fat
Yeah.
Man Key, that's my
Uh-huh.
guy. I literally have not seen him, like, I want to say since, like, 2015, 2016, and he was at the show and just randomly ran into him, and he was like, what's up? And we linked, and we were just talking, like, this was not the same South by Southwest as back in the day. Like, I remember the Ilmore, Fader Fort, like, I remember seeing Travis Scott in 2014 at Fader Fort, and, like, that was like the greatest shit ever. Like, it was like days before rodeo time. Like,
Oh, that's when I loved
this
Travis Scott. The days,
I
that shit
know.
was like
Days Before
Owl
Rodeo is one of
Pharaoh.
my favorite. Yes.
Yes,
I
yeah.
was like, this is like before he had like the like plaids.
I saw him open up for Juicy J once in Boston. Like what? Like who makes that lineup?
Yeah. the music, I mean, the scene just has changed so much. Like, I couldn't believe, like, again, this was my first time going back to Austin in literally 10 years. I hadn't been there since South by Southwest, like 2014, 2015, I want to say. 2015 for sure, I think. And you couldn't walk on 6th Street before. Like, I remember they had that block, but cars were driving on 6th Street. Like, I couldn't believe, like, this is what South by Southwest had become. And not shitting on South by Southwest, like, I feel like, but I just feel like the internet or festivals, I don't know what it is that has changed the name of the game for up and coming artists. Because, like, there was 2 fests that you had to attend as, like, a budding artist back in the day. And that was A3C and fucking South by Southwest.
Yeah.
And now I don't even think A3C exists anymore. And South by Southwest has become what it's become. I just don't know how we get back to our roots in the music business.
It is super corporatized. Like, it's super, like, consumerism, super, like, capitalism. And it's so hard to get that out of art. Because once it's in it, it's in it. Like,
it's in it, yeah, it's stuck. And then I saw something about it. They're not doing the music part of South by Southwest
I saw that
anymore.
too. Yeah, they're getting rid of music.
Yeah, which I also heard that that's not true. Like, they're just I don't know, configuring, trying to figure. I hope they're trying to get to the bottom of why this shit's not working anymore. One, because you're not getting the artists, like the artists that were on the cusp for being big. Again, like Travis Scott performing when Days Before Rodeo were out. That was before Rodeo came out. Like, you need to get these artists before they blow up to fucking superstars. And that was the whole point of going to see your favorite independent artist before they hit mainstream, and it costs $200 and $250 a ticket to go see them down the line. Like, I remember seeing Uzi at a showcase at South by Southwest in 2013. Like,
yeah,
I'm telling you, like, people don't know how, like, it was so easy to network.
There's no middle class.
Artists.
There's no middle class of music anymore. It's like, very Robin Hood. It's
you're
either
struggling or you're
either
up at the top. Like, I can't
exactly.
that.
But there were no, like, there. I mean, I'm not even saying, because it's great that artists can blow up quickly now. But it really is. You're either the biggest artist and you're getting millions of views, or like you're there's really not an in between.
No in between anymore. And there used to be an in between, and it used to be, you know, those artists that were on the cusp of being big, those middle class artists. I like the way you put that. Used to go and work with the artists that were coming up. Like Key used to work with everybody.
Yeah, I love those 2-9 days.
Those 2-9 days were so great. Yeah. Man, I reminisce about those times all the time, because again, like Chance the Rapper, like I remember when Acid Rap had just dropped, and Chance had done so many shows where it was like either 5,000 people in the crowd or it was, you know, 200. Like, those are your middle class artists. Like, and I saw shades of it with, you know, I'm from Kentucky, so Jack Harlow, his little rise, I got to.
Oh. Damn. I don't know what's happening on the... We're back. I don't know what's happening. This has never happened before, but thank you for putting up with it.
It's all good.
You were talking about Jack Harlow. I remember seeing Jack Harlow in Boston in like a 60-person club with all black. Like, he was doing like real, like he had like, that was when ESTG hadn't blown up yet, and he was like, yeah, I loved that shit.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, you know, it's either, I don't know if it's because of TikTok these days or like what, but like you either go from being nobody to like Ice Spice came out of nowhere and instantly she was like at the Met Gala. Like that's unheard of.
But
Like,
then the fall offs are crazy because I feel like she just dropped
and
an
yeah,
album a couple months ago and no one really looked for it. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like,
yeah. Then the fall offs are super crazy. Like there's not that middle class of artists that are, weaving in between the independent, on the come up artist and working with the mainstream artist. Again, it's either nobody knows who the fuck you are and you're broke, or you're like super super pop star and then you become a one hit wonder. Like I have not mastered the formula, but
is wrestling
I
like
don't
that
know.
right now?
I think wrestling definitely has people that like bubble up within a year, and then it's up to them if they continue that momentum. I've seen a lot of people, be the talk of the town one year and all over, everybody has a list of top whatever indie wrestlers, and then the next year they're either not on it or they slide down. And again, like the beautiful thing about wrestling is you control your momentum. Like if you're bubbling and people are talking about you on social media and you don't post promos and you don't, post your match footage or clips or whatever, when people stop talking about you, that's on you.
Yeah. I do feel like, I mean, I agree that but I feel like that's for a lot of people. A lot of people want to work really hard for 6 months or work really hard for a year. Like, they'll but it's like, it's what Nipsey said, like, it's the marathon type shit. Like, what can you do what's your 5 year, 10 year plan? Are you going to burn
Yeah,
yourself out? Like, and I feel
yeah,
like wrestling, you can burn yourself out so quickly.
yeah. Especially when you're working shows, like there's what 4 weekends, sometimes even 5 weekends, 5 Saturdays a month, 4 or 5 Saturdays a month. If you're wrestling every single Saturday,
Yeah.
gets exhausting. Imagine if you go to work every single Saturday and you're like, bro, I want a day off. I want to be able to kick it with my friends. I want to do this, that, and the other. Like you can't. And then you factor in you're doing that. Most wrestlers do it Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So like that's one, grueling on your body, grueling on your car because you're driving to pretty much all of these places, and just grueling on your personal life. Now you wonder why all these wrestlers said they had, all this time away from their family because, your kids go to school Monday through Friday, and then you're out of the house and you're gone 4 or 5 different states Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's not,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Is there a hub? Like, is there a place you need to live if like you're gonna make it in? Like in comedy, they say like New York or L.A. or Austin. You know?
Not for wrestling, just because it's everywhere. I just think with the beauty of social media, you'll get seen. Um, I don't think there is like like a lot of people think that you have to live in Orlando because that's where WWE, their performance center is, but not really. I've seen people make it that don't live there. Um,
Are you still in
I just,
Kentucky?
yeah.
Is there any artists from Kentucky that are fire music wise?
Um, I have to go look. There is one guy, I can't think of his name right now, but he is an R&B guy, but I don't think he's from Henderson, Kentucky. I can't think of his name though. But he opened up for Jack at this last No Place Like Home tour that Jack just did last year, and he was really, really good. And
If
I
you
haven't
think of
seen a
it, let
lot of
me
his
know.
stuff recently. Yeah, but if I'll shoot you his Instagram because I do follow him on Instagram, but I can't think of his name right now off the top of my head. And then no, there's a girl named Mars. She's also R&B. She's really good. I believe she's from Louisville.
Would you ever get back into the A&R? Or are you done with music now that you're fully in wrestling?
I would say never say never. I think I'm good with the music industry.
Yeah.
To be honest, I think it's really hard. I mean, I don't know. I won't say there's like not a need for A&Rs these days, but like again, TikTok is an A&R now at this point,
Yeah, for
and
real.
I ain't gonna compete with TikTok.
For real, yeah. I mean, A&R, you can't even like make money off of it. Like I've connected artists, but I'm not gonna be like, hey, give me points on your song. Like I don't care. You know
Right,
what I mean? Like
right.
I just want this person. Like it's a weird for me at least. It's a weird like. I'm just gonna introduce these guys. I don't want to be like,
Yeah,
now give me 2 points
yeah,
off of each of your percentages. Like that just seems gross to me.
yeah, yeah. I don't know. I just like music. I like finding new artists. Again, like like my homie reminds me all the time. Every time Post Malone drops a new song, I remember being in my dorm room in college, putting everybody on to White Iverson and be like, "This kid is next up. I'm trying to tell y'all." And y'all like, and my friends being like, "Girl, he's a white boy with a do rag on. Like, please." They were not sold. They were not sold on Post Malone, and Post Malone's one of the biggest fucking country music stars now. Which obviously not what he was doing back then, but
I remember those days.
hey,
I was the same way. I remember, yeah, putting my friends onto like Young Thug and shit when he was like not
yeah.
popping and shit, like before Stoner and all of that. Yeah.
Young Thug. I remember like my boss at the time, because I used to work at this sneaker store here in Kentucky called Oneness, and my boss loved, at the time he still does, but loved Yellow Wolf. And oh my god, I sat through so much Yellow Wolf back in like again 2012, 2013, 2014.
Oh
I
my.
just don't want to fucking listen to Yellow Wolf. But in that Jelly Roll,
Yeah.
I'm tying that back in. Is also was very very similar to Yellow Wolf and when he was rapping, and so I had heard Jelly Roll before I had even before he became what he became now. Which again, I don't know what the rap to country pipeline,
It's because countries
but
were, and I mean, if I don't mean to break the fourth wall, it's because country is where the labels are putting all their money. Before it was
true.
rap, but now labels literally are not putting any money into rap, and they're putting
Mm,
all their money into country. So if you can kind of
mm,
make a good country song, then you're going to get a deal. If you already have like a fan
interesting.
base.
Interesting. Yeah, Jelly Roll was an
But Jelly Roll's
exciting
also
rise
very
to
talented.
see.
I don't mean to say
He's
he's
very
just.
talented. Yeah, yeah, not to shit on Jelly Roll, but he's very talented. Yeah, he can do. He's one of those guys again, like Post Malone, that could do both. It was very good at doing both.
Yeah.
I have nothing against his country run. I just think it's funny that two of the biggest white country stars right now both started as rappers.
What would you do if Jack Harlow put out a country album?
Ah, I can't lie. I love Jack as a person, so I would support.
You'd support,
I
yeah.
know it would be good because of the work, like his work ethic. I will say is unmatched when it comes to like I'm gonna do this shit. Like
Hmm.
I remember seeing his grind again from just hitting the road from Louisville to go to Atlanta to moving to Atlanta to becoming what he became, signing to DJ Drama. I remember that first year. I want to say it was 2018. Uh, Rolling Loud, and there was like literally maybe 150 people. And those festival stages are huge, regardless if
Yeah.
you're on like the main stage or the one of the side stages. And he was on one of the side stages. It was literally like 150 people maybe scattered out, and it looked so bad. And then fast forward like 2 years later, I think it was like 2021, 2022, something like that. And he headlined. Well, I don't think he headlined, but he was on the main stage and it was packed, like top to like headliner status,
Yeah.
packed. And I'm like, and he even mentioned it. He was like, I remember being out here a couple of years ago, and there was barely anybody out there, and I still killed it. And here I am, and there's like literally a sea of people. And it's just again that watching those type of rises in real time are the reasons why I wanted to work in the music industry, because that's a humbling experience seeing somebody that put that work in night and day. You've seen them put the work in. You know it's not an industry plant. Nobody put money behind it. Like, this is organically grown from a seed to a fucking money tree. I love that for Jack.
And now
But yeah, I
you're
would
gonna
probably
do
support.
it. Now you're doing it. Now you're the center stage. You're the artist.
Yeah, yeah. It's definitely different because I'm used to being like, again, following my homies around that did music and going to South by Southwest with them and connecting dots and networking and meeting people in the industry, and people always like, oh, how did you get your gimmick, or like, like, my gimmick's really just based off me and the work I did for 10 years, 5 years of college, and going and hitting the road and meeting people and getting my foot in the door in the industry. Because again, I thought I was going to work in music and fashion and all this stuff, and keeping those connections, and doing the same thing in wrestling. Like, when I was selling shirts and making bootleg shirts, I put, I was illegally stealing WWE's IP and putting it on shirts, but
Hey,
my shit
it's
was
still
so
working to this
fly.
day for some people.
My shit was so fly that wrestlers were buying it. Smoke Dizza bought it. Like, that's how I got tied in again with Dizza. Like, he has been, again, somebody that's been in my corner for a long time. Like, we've just been locked in. And again, the New Day wore my shirts. At the time, her name was Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks wore my shirt. And again, like, it's just the hustle. Like, the same hustle that I put and my friends put behind the music industry, I put that towards, selling t-shirts and becoming a influencer in the wrestling community. And then eventually that transition from influencer or personality, whatever you want to call it, to wrestler. And there's a few girls that have done that. Like, Mariah May is a former AEW women's champion, and she was a WWE shop model before she was a wrestler. She was an influencer in the wrestling community before she was a wrestler. Which, again, those type of rises are again, you saw it organically happen.
Yeah.
And so when my time comes, it's going to be definitely fulfilling because it's, again, from the ground up.
Yeah. All right, dumb question. Is the Littlefoot thing any Land Before Time? Is that a Land for Before Time reference?
It's, okay. You're the first person to give that. It is actually
really? I can't hear Littlefoot without thinking Land Before Time. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I'm the first.
I get a lot of, are you Native American? A lot of people, like, that would never, like, because sometimes promoters, like, just book you without, like, seeing your stuff or, like, seeing you. So, like, a lot of people think it was, like, a Native American gimmick. Like, they didn't know, like, and I'm like, no, it's literally just a nickname my friend gave me from the sneaker store that I worked with. And his name is Nemo Akita. And so he has a thing with Disney movies, and he literally just started calling me Littlefoot. And I hated it at first.
Why?
And I started
Why did he call you Littlefoot?
I don't know. It just, I don't know. You'd have to ask him the story of why I got that name and why he decided to start calling me that. And it just stuck. And I changed my name on Facebook to Alexis Littlefoot, and nobody that I went to college with knows my last name, my legal last name. Like, nobody. Like, because I went from Alexis Michelle, which is my middle name, my first and my middle name together, and then to Alexis Littlefoot. Like, I just took the Michelle out from being my last name to Littlefoot. And nobody knows my, like, people, I'm 10 years removed from college, and people were like, Littlefoot, what's your last name? And I'm like, I just tell them, and they're like, no way. I'm like, yeah.
What year did you graduate?
I graduated in 2015.
Okay.
From college, yeah.
Nick Shea in the chat says, can you ask her what wrestler has the best theme song?
Like, currently, of all time?
Why not both?
All time, John Cena. John Cena or Shawn Michaels, I would say. They was in the booth when they was deep in the booth when they made those. I can't.
You
lie.
like the John Cena rap? You were listening to that as a kid?
Oh, that was one of my first albums I ever downloaded on my iPod.
It's the John Cena rap album.
Hot Pink. iPod Nano, and My Time Is Now was one of the first albums I downloaded on Apple Music, or whatever it was called at the time, iTunes.
Yeah. And how about right now?
So, right now, I say the Hurt Syndicate, Bobby Lashley, Sean Benjamin, We Hurt People.
Oh yeah, that has to be
it. With Gun and this, that shit. I don't know. It's got a mind of its own now. But I fucking love that song.
Yeah, no, that's like a good song, even if it wasn't like.
Again, the best theme songs are ones that are like actual like songs. I feel like.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for doing this. I really appreciate you taking time out of your day. Sorry there was some technical difficulties.
It's all good. I had a great time. Thanks for having me.
And also, shout out Key just dropped a song with Fly God Mir, God Jr. So everyone go check out that out now. Where can people find your stuff?
I'm on every social media platform known to man, I'm sure. Young Littlefoot on Instagram, YUNGLITTLEFOOT on Instagram and Twitter. And then Alexis Littlefoot on Facebook. And wherever else you can find me, just look up The Big Flexer, Alexis Littlefoot, YouTube, everywhere. I'm everywhere.
Awesome. Well, I'll see you at the next Fourth Rope event, and good luck with everything.
Thank you.
All right. Peace out.
Bye.
Sorry for the technical difficulties, everybody, but I'm glad we got that in. Shout out Alexis Littlefoot. That was a great interview. Thank you for putting up with that. I don't know why that's the second time it's ever done that where it just cuts out. So this is part 2. I guess we just started it up on part 2. And yeah, if you guys have music you want to send it in. We're gonna wrap it up on a couple songs. I told y'all we have unreleased Pro Dillinger, so let's listen to this. This is Pro Dillinger and FW Scarface 2.
That's a Scarface. It's bad news, I can tell you.
Yo, I put some money on your head. My youngest wanna crash, I push my scummies to the edge. Lick a couple shots and leave your blood clot for dead.
Damn.
Dressing all black, but my favorite color red. Shot your homie once and I shoot at him again. I got enough enemies, I don't need friends. To hammer twist niggas up, I don't need dreads. I've been sliding in the Lex truck, I don't need a Benz. Made my own lane, I ain't following the trends. Smokers in the hallway, looking for
This
the
shit's
steps.
grimy.
Too cool, y'all ain't focused on the bread. Niggas taking pictures, see the focus on the lens. It could've been a fan or it could've been a fed. Hardest nigga out, I give a fuck what they said. Niggas disappeared, who give a fuck where they went. I
Damn.
got money too, I give a fuck what he spent. My ex bitch a vibe, put some money in my mattress. Revenge in my heart, I put your buddy in a casket. I got it on lock now, you niggas can't have it. Money coming fast, counting paper is a habit. It's deeper than some rap shit, it's money in my mattress. Revenge in my heart, I put your buddy in a casket.
Nick Shea says Sam Buck, the best interviewer from Chatham, Mass, who moved to Central Mass and has a Griselda body pillow. No one else can
It's
say that.
money in my mattress, nigga get away. I quarterback the gang, we in the game, I'm trying to get a play. Stock going up and everybody trying to get a snake. Snow coming in, a nigga cold, you trying to get a flake. You food, I'm trying to get a plate. Word to my interface, music like drugs and now we moving on the interstate. Hoes jockey playing with the birds, your bitch a pigeon face. I get money playing with the words, my nigga get it straight. Been crooked all my life, I got the juice, so come and get a taste. Eggs $10 and my kids is all Medicaid. Post-traumatic, having nightmares, I gotta medicate. Every time a nigga say my name, I set the record straight. Every time I grab the microphone, I make the record great. Marathon, I set the pace. I come from the town, nigga, food stamps and Section 8. When I come around, nigga, new stamps are heavyweight. Scraping up everything, I get money in my mattress. Revenge in my heart, I put your buddy in a casket. I got it on lock now, you niggas can't have it. Money coming fast, counting paper is a habit. It's deeper than some rap shit, it's money in my mattress. Revenge in in my heart, I put your buddy in a casket. I got it on lock now, you niggas can't have it. Money coming fast, counting paper is a habit. It's deeper than some rap shit, it's money in my mattress.
It's freaking nuts about finishing.
Shout out Pro Dillinger. That was Scarface 2 with Future Wave. Oh, that's who FW was. That shit was fire. Pro Dillinger, Future Wave, Scarface 2. That was dope as hell. If you guys have songs to send in, send them in now. Let's listen to these next songs. Shout out Amiss, AMYSS, sent in 2 songs. The first one is Hello. Shout out Amiss. This shit's tough. I love this beat. That was fire. Shout out Amiss for sending that in. He sent in one more called Coco Race. Let's check this out. This is Amiss.
Fuck that bitch, I changed the plan. Switch my style like I switch hands. Flock the witness, take the stand. Fuck out the way, bitch, back it up. Shit better get played in the palace. I can't treat niggas like big deals. Why put up in front of callous? Ball, I look like Ray Allen. These niggas make beats on big wheels. Your files is not a challenge. Boy, you can't rap for shit. Shut up, what must be with talent. Hairline, who got any balance? Ball. Look, I'm cashing out. Young Garvey, I'm tagging it. They gon' bring your casket out. I hope that you fit in it. I hope that you fit in it. Keep my business off the gram. Switch my style like I switch hands. Going to war in foreign land. Fuck out the way, bitch, back it up. Shit better get played in the palace.
This shit's fire. Shout out Amiss.
These toys don't come in no kids meal. Been there, done that, I've seen it. Now my girl, but I fuck her like these. They be fucking up my lyrics on genius. And these pussy ass couldn't repeat it. But it's ain't Steve Stevens. Y'all make switch like the seasons. Y'all lives ain't got no meaning. Them deals ain't got no freedom. I can't just live it and leave it. Guys making a original need it. You can't beat your shit cause you spent that shit on your car. Take my hands, I'm going over squares like a VCR. Ball.
Shout out Amiss. Those were 2 dope songs. Go follow him on Instagram at AMYSSMTL. Those were both dope. I liked that JPEG Mafia remix, the Coco Raze, and then that first beat was fire. Hello by Amiss. Salute him for sending it in. Yeah, like Bone Thugs 3-6 Mafia. I get that too. All right, let's get into these next songs sent in by 82DC. Shout out 82DC for sending in some recommendations. I'm going to put these on.
You're one fucked up cat, and I've been watching you for the last 4 fucking days, man. All this bullshit you've been going through. You got a lot of shit in your fucking belly, and all you want to do is sit on it. I want you to fucking relate to it. Max, how does fuck that make you feel? That's what the fuck we want to know. What are your fucking feelings, Max? Your fucking old lady is out there fucking some other dude, Max. And I want to know what the fuck that does to you. I don't want to hear no bullshit.
Tried talking to her.
No, Max.
Just pick her up and smack her, man.
Why would you pick her up and smack her? What are the feelings, Max? The feelings, the feelings.
The feelings that I can't explain.
She's fucking somebody else. How do you feel? Or just tell us you can't feel nothing. She's fucking somebody else. How will you feel about it?
Yeah, baby. You need to focus on your education, stay in school. Bless you. Yeah. When we was first introduced, I ain't gonna lie, she was acting hot sedity. But she had a good head on her shoulders and was very witty. She grew up in Long Island, a good home right outside the city. You know how them good girls like bad boys, no Diddy. She said it was something about me to remind her of 50. The way I act like the world's against me and ride around with that illegal thing with me. She did some illegal things with me. She graduated with a scholarship from Corpus Christi. But the street politics got her fucking with me. She never shopped on Rodeo Drive or copped joy from Tiffany. Yo, as soon as we met, she had an epiphany. The moment our lips touched, she got wet instantly. As I recollect, we had some good history. I put her in that big house, took her out that efficiency. She was front row when the judge sentenced me. And she did that 4-year bid with me. And begged to procreate and have a kid with me. Same time, told her, nah, baby. Just did 4 years, you got 2 left. You about to graduate. She helped me push my pack and even cook my crack. And all them visits when I was up north, I'm grateful for that. The commissary fat and all them FaceTime chats. I really fuck with you for that. Yeah, you held me down for that bid and I really appreciate that shit. Let me warn you, buzzing. Good girls don't come a dime a dozen. You can't be loving every bitch that you fucking. My bitch good over the stove and the microwave oven. You see me with them white girls, ain't no fighting in public. Yeah, you can take them that bag that's laying on the floor. A good girl gone bad, who am I to be judging?
This shit is tough.
She's very productive and she follows instructions. It's nothing to bring back 50 plates on a flight and her luggage. You could say the streets got her corrupted. She recruited 3 or 4 bitches, now she ain't gotta touch it. Goyard bags, Louis luggage, Emilio Pucci, fuck it, it's in the budget. Dior jacket in the Gucci custom. Yeah, we bringing that work through customs. Yeah.
Shout out Knowledge the Pirate. That was Gut Feeling. Up next, we got Lone Wolf Lopez Milano, Small Problem.
What's your problem?
Salute 82DC.
Man, anybody got problems. I'm not really trying to hear all that. Yo, what's your problem? Problems I've seen plenty. That's why I need Henny. I'm tired of stacking my dollars with brown and green pennies. They say your hard knock life could teach any. What if you bleeding heavily with a hole in you and it seems deadly? Hell yeah, they pop at you. Now you leaking like a popsicle. It's a whole new obstacle for you getting to the hospital. The ambulance like a block or two and you screaming, are they here yet? Pouring sweat, scared to death, crying, there's no tears left. I know you wish you never yapped your mouth. Now you lying on the ground, keeping your eyes open, preventing from blacking out. You feel it in your bones, your mind's still in the zone. Reaching for your phone and you shivering, your skin's feeling cold. Doctors beating on your heart, now it seems like they losing you. Now you having flashbacks of the things that you used to do. Black suits and funerals, black roses, ghosts. Your soul's floating but you don't know where it's going. Some problems lead to violence, sometimes because of a check, or someone owed chips, or someone snitched, or someone's lying. In this situation, this dude problems is private, keep it on the low. You don't want too many to know that he got the virus. First he was daddy long pimping, going growing chickens with no protection. Now he's a victim, now he's infected, now he's falling into a deep depression. So he grabs his heat, put it to his head. He wants to squeeze his weapon, but he doesn't. Taking dozens of pills before eating breakfast, got no appetite, he's stressing. He wanna know what's after life. Of course this dude is scared, it's fair. Yo, it's weird, he's so thin, he lost so much weight, now he's losing hair. Back and forth to the clinic, it's like his soul is drifting. They don't know what isn't, but his peoples treat him more different. They kept their distance and his own fam won't go near him. He's crying to God like why, but he feel like he don't hear him. I'm telling you it's ridiculous, it's a message in each incident. For instance, picture this, first he was broke and now he's getting it. Selling coke, I mean bricks of it, chain hanging, glittering, pushing the bins. Now he's a businessman feeling infamous. Brolic, wolic, things he couldn't get, now he got it. He got the top product on the block and it's hot with his spotters. What you mean? He don't care about the fiends. He know he's hurting them. He's focused on his cream. He got young teens to work for him. It seems it's the money green that he's trying to get his hands on. He'll sell to a pregnant woman. He even sell to your grandmoms. He's on top and
Shout
he's
out
cocky.
Baked
He's
Baker.
feeling unstoppable. This man like you need to lay low. The cops is watching you, but he ain't listen. He's greedy. He's still eating. Little did he know that the D's had his picture in the precinct. It's a shame that he knew the game, but didn't know how to play it right. Now he's locked in the cage because the judge gave him life.
That was Small Problem by Lone Wolf and Lopez Milano. We have 2 more songs sent in by 82 DC, and then we're wrapping up. Salute everyone sending in music today.
They said heavy is the head. Talk to him. Heavy is the head. Gave me the game. I still remember everything he said. Some niggas that's on your block feel entitled to what you got. Them people gon' want your spot soon as you make it to the top. Boy, that's king shit. Pay the lawyer off. Bail the homies out. King shit. This that boss talk. Make them niggas kiss the ring shit. Me and you ain't in the same zone. Are you the type of nigga to shoot a leg to get your name known? Boy, that's king shit. Yeah. Machine, bitch.
A crowd don't make you king. You're trying to steal a game. Don't even know how to play. Wearing a crown won't make you king. I walked this road before. Thought I was done with petty wars. You know I only came to win. Crown won't make you a king, but a gun might. Hear that pop pop in the moonlight. Bitches line up, kiss the ring, and other things. Crown won't make you a king, but a million might. Stack them racks till they block out the daylight. Power's a beautiful thing. You're trying to steal again.
That was Godfather of Harlem, Crown Don't Make You King, featuring Conway the Machine and Cruel You. That was fire. That was fire. Shout out 82DC. This is the last song before we wrap up. Make sure to go see Currency. I'm hosting for Currency tomorrow in Boston at the Middle East Upstairs, so make sure to go to that. Last song is Vinny Paz, Onyx, All Guns, Full Ammo.
Yeah. Look. Ain't blaming nothing. Fuck out of here. Shoot shit up in this motherfucker. That's right. Come on, B. Look. I got my Aki on the line. Talking about a philosophical decline. You was dying on the vine. My loyal code D is impossible to find. Never gonna happen. They had to pop you by design. The prosecution got you in a bind. They will stop you on a dime. You doing 23 and 1 and got you out your mind. Going crazy, man. You eating tuna till you vomit. Your donkey trying to tell you it was juju on a comet. I was chosen, I was honored. It's Rahma in the heart, and it's the Sunnah of Muhammad. I see your op and salivate. America, caliphate. We both movers, we both eat it. We both shooters, we both reach it. We shoot shit up. 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 Ooh, you rappers got me pissed off. Scratch the serial number, wipe the pissed off. I murder 5 days a week, take the 6 off. For that Rolex, niggas, I cut your wrist off. I'm getting disrespectful. Oh, you the plug, I'ma disconnect you. And let the fucking pistol press you. You little germs, I'ma disinfect you. Fuck that, I let the semi blast. I catch your ass shopping up in Jimmy Jazz. Lay it down, put 5 in your skinny ass. Back the fuck up, it's Onyx and Vinny Paz. We shoot shit up. 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 Wanna hear me laugh? Tell God about me. Stick your fingers. Yeah, sun revolve around me. For your birthday, I'll get you a present for not dying. I'm not cracking your voice when you about to start crying. I pull that broom, you caught in a sweet question. Is it a crime if I steal from a thief? You never guess who the illest nigga on my team is. My bitch, she could do whatever you could do, please. And fuck rap, nigga. Put up on your show. Beyonce and Jay-Z gon' have to pay for your funeral. Taboo, little nigga, stab you, just like fire. I don't cast no shadow. Something got enemies, stay out of my proximity. Gravity, put you in the hospital, hospitably. I'm royal, I'm a savage too. I drink spirit, smoke death, eat animals. We shoot shit up. We shoot shit up. We shoot shit up. We shoot shit up. We shoot shit up.
Peace out, everyone.
We shoot shit up.